everybody. Thank you for coming in today. I know it's late. Boy, that powerful nap was turned into something great. Something very good. I actually fell asleep today. Had some good conversations today, I guess. It's a good energy. Also practicing my Spanish. Someone was impressed with my Spanish improvement, would say. And with peace, it was just internal peace that keeps walking and walking and walking more and more. And that's what it is about this journey to reach down the peace inside of you. That beautiful, powerful internal peace within yourself. I know I'm not the only one. For I know there is this peace has been leading somewhere. This new energy of inner peace has been leading to some place, and it's keep increasing. If it's keep increasing, that means you are flowing within the energy. You are flowing within the gravitations. You're in an alignment, because when you're in an alignment with what's going on, guess what? You're in peace because you know what's going on. No worries, no stress, no pushing, no rushing. You don't make projections. You don't. You just flow with it. You go with the flow. Today, we are going to be talking about something important. After long separations, you keep dreaming about your twin flame. Why does it happen? What is actually the going on from inside of you? And what is the situations? Hopefully, you guys gonna have some great questions. Your great questions makes this chat valuable. Okay, your questions. Uh, Better, the more questions there are, the more situations there are, the better they are. And now I'm gonna recognize the people who's coming into the chat. Grande, thank you for coming in. Beloved Empress, glad to see you here. Sasha, thank you for coming in. CF, my friend, I wish to chat with you. That's some news for you. And I want to ask you for a favor there. And let's go. There's going to be some, I know, more people coming into the chat. More people is going to be coming in. I don't sure that I share it in the Facebook. I didn't share it in the Facebook because when I was like half away awake, half away sleep, it's you still in this beautiful bliss energies. You are just like, I want to enjoy it more. I slept like a. Do you guys feel like sometimes when you get up, you feel like you slept like a baby, that energy of the baby when it's born, and the baby was fed, and it's all good, and you wake up and you're a happy baby. You're not even crying or something. You just stay in the crib and you just enjoying it. You feel good. You have that big smile on yourself. That's how I felt when I wake up. Just sharing that energies with you. Maybe some of you need that energy here, and so on. I gave you yesterday. Hi, Raya. Hi, Lorianne. Thank you for coming in. I give you yesterday a little bit. Uh, my grandmother used to say, "Slept like a bag of salt." In there, excuse me for 1 second. This is important call, sister. Мога ли че са това по-късно, че съм на живо? На YouTube съм. Добре. So, talking about this, yesterday I gave you homework. You to go ahead and see some of the videos of the mirroring neurons. You to understand that during awakening, during this beautiful power up of awakening of the mirroring neurons, actually the consciousness is exchanged. You exchange not only the energies, but you exchange the consciousness within you. Now, portions of your consciousness stays within them, portions of your consciousness stays within you. Um, the dreams during the separations, that is about that unresolved situations, because it cannot be resolved into the 3D. It can be resolved from within the consciousness that was exchanged between you and them. It may take you years, it may take you a long time you to uh, reach this settlement, this inner peace between you and them. And then the dreams is going to be coming in. The dreams, actually, that is it, when your ego follows asleep and it's suppressed. Now, the mirror neurons, which is they are acting within your brain, they comes within your dreams because you have not have that inner peace. You may feel the energy. You may feel toss and turn and left and right and so on. You all know the dreams about it. You may have these energies that you did not have achieved the things with your twin flames. Maybe those dreams are coming in and they're telling you it's like uh, we didn't achieve this, we didn't achieve that, we didn't achieve this and this. Maybe if you have intimacy situations or he didn't have intimate situations, maybe there is a dreams of what the intimacy could, should, would have been. Maybe there is a messages within the soul that is going to be coming in. All this, this could be involved also the third party. I'm talking about the third energies inside of you that is going to be and talking from within you about what and how to resolve and resolve the unsolved situations from within. But also the dreams can be a like a guidelines from within you. But once you're getting into these energies within these dreams, okay, during the separations, you may experiencing all the emotions from the lower all the way to the higher. You maybe go up and down with those emotions, within those energies, with those presence inside of you. All of a sudden, you may, if you feel in love, you feel like they are next to you. They are kind of like hold your hand. Maybe in the rough times, all of a sudden they're like, you know what, relax, this is gonna go, and so on. That is it, the good side of all those dreams. You also may have daydreams. Okay, a lot of the people is gonna tell you like you're crazy. Ask him to go look at it. The professor that said, you know, that the middle is exchange within the people. It's absolutely normal and is a part of within our brain abilities. And then they're gonna look at you like, what the heck? What are you smoking? Uh, you're twin flamed, okay? You know how to stand on your side. You know how to do how to navigate within these energies. But during the separations process, that is it about your illuminations between you and them. The separations lead to illuminations. You illuminate yourself in there. That is it, the purpose. Because guess what? If you were illuminated properly, you will not have a separation. You will not going to have separations. Separations purpose comes in because your ego is still fighting. While inside the energies between you and them coming in through the dreams, it tells you what you need to do. There is a lot of things that it's could happening within yourself during all this. There's going to be a learning of how to heal there, because that energies exchange has a purpose. Maybe they comes in to fulfill this energies voids inside of you. Those voids where the energy comes in, but it's goes away. Hi Guy, thank you for coming in. Glad to see you here. Um, Looking at this positions, you gotta have a strong psyche, but also you have to have something else. Self accountability, self durability, self monitoring, self evolutions, self management with all this. Okay, you're managing something that is within your consciousness. Pretty much all the time. They're all the time within your mind. Why? Because within the soul, within inside of you, within this mirroring neurons, they are there. You copy them, they copy you. Now, through the CHET system, there is energies exchange. Try to be mad at them. Guess what? That energy that you send it to them actually is affecting you because they're part of you. That aggravations, that energies of situations in there, it is aggravated you. And a lot of you, it's like, man, I was angry at my twin flame and I'm getting all these energies. I think he's angry at me and so on. Oh, what was the conversations inside within you? What was the dreams that you had with them inside of you? Did you reach the peace? And the only way you're reaching it is when the truth is out inside of it. While the truth is there, then the inner pieces walk in inside of you. At some point, maybe when you reach the truth and you truth the understanding, that job of this copying, of this mirroring, it's ending. That it is when that dreams, that situations, that all of a sudden is gonna stop. They're not going to be there because that energy is exchange that comes in, it's consumed, it's done, it's finished. The only thing is gonna stays there. It is the good, the memories, the energies, and the lessons that brought it in. If you are in a deep separation or in a total separations from within, that's a lot of the people. I remember about this. I remember about that. You still have the memories inside of you. Okay. But when it comes into the dreams, you need to look at it what the dreams are. And I stated before, if the dream is black and white, even if that is your twin flame, okay, this could be a projections from within you. Your emotions, your ego-based emotions that they want the things to be in a certain way, are projecting. They're so powerful that they're projecting from within your mind. But from within your mind, it goes into where? Into your brain, into the mirroring neurons, and now you are projecting with your mirroring neurons towards the energy that it's copying there. And now you're in a dream state with them and you're feeling it like that's what this is. That's when I said that be mindful about the 5D. You want to know what's going on with your twin flame. And if he had a 5D conversations, he had a 5D situations within, guess what? You got to have a real 3D confirmations in there about to understand it. This is a instant connections of the exact moment because the person that you're connecting with it, that could be the soulmate, twin flame, divine partnership, and all the other labels you would like to use inside of it. If they're working on the same thing, they end up in the same results. There is the same gravity, the same energies going within your both of you minds. And now those mirroring neurons, it is about this. They're emitting the same energy. That energy goes into the CHAT portions of you in your brain that's acting as a emitter and a receiver. This is like a radio station from within you. And now, whatever you think, whatever you dream, maybe they're dreaming the same thing. Maybe there is going to be the time like, let's fix this, let's getting into this, or I had this weird dream about you. I had all these situations about you, and so on. Now you have the confirmations, and you're like, oh crap, we are really a twins. Because guess what? You are twinning to each other. That's where this comes in. The word flame, it is the firing of within this consciousness inside of it. A lot of the people think that twin flame it is something. That's what twin flame is. If you want to understand medically, go ahead and research it. I've done this research because people saying, "Oh, well, this is doesn't exist, that doesn't exist," and so on. And I'm like, "Yeah, right. Really? Are you a twin flame? Are you living like a twin flame?" because I'm looking at myself and I was like, dude, there's gotta be a something. Universe, yeah, here's the informations for you. Go research. And have you been wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and at 4 o'clock you're drinking coffee and researching mirror neurons? Done that. Been there, done it. That's what it is about. And I want to say that, yeah, Save Me. Thank you for bringing this topic here because that's what this is related to it. Shahrul, thank you for coming in. And I got a huge problem with the, I cannot say what the name is. Um, Sorry about that. I think I have to, I don't know, if you can write me your name and, uh, well, I don't know why I'm getting Sharon, but maybe that's what this for. Also having dreams every night. I love the in between the sleep phase when I can feel him and I don't want to wake up entirely. Yes, that is a. I know some lot of the people. I went through this myself. Into this, I went through this for it, and looking at inside within you there is going to be at some point that this energy is kind of like cooperates with you. But when you wake up in the morning, they're not next to you on your bed. They're not there to kiss you in the morning in your forehead or whatever they're kissing you, for example. You are, why do I have only these dreams? Why I only have this energy? Why this energy doesn't materialize in the world? What is not all this? Is that is my imagination? This is that is a my and then you go into the lower energies because the peace is not reached. And that one of the main reasons is maturity to understand the seriousness about this connection. Lack of information, lack of real love. When I look at it even more deep within the energies, down, I'm talking about down flow within the real reasons for all this, why we don't have this, is the freaking wars, the damage of the wars. But what wars do you guys gonna tell me? The wars that they begin from within the person, that later on they become a tribal wars. That they begin wars begin within a culture, then they begin to a religious war, then they begin a country wars, a system wars, communism, democracy, so crap. That's what that is. War. You reach the inner peace from within, then the inner peace is gonna be for everybody. But peace is achieved through the inner work. And when you look at those dream states as within your twin flame, how do you operate it? How you manage it? How you solve it, the unsolved situations inside with the energies, within the things from within. Diamond B, thank you for coming in. I'm gonna send you a little message to you on the Facebook, just so you know. I got a little question for you. Raya, I dream always in my family old house and my school with old friends. If you're dreaming that, Raya, that's mean that something, maybe that is a probably the most happiest moments in life. And now your brain is leading you to these happiest moments within your life. Or maybe something within your old friends there. Maybe that is the first time you fall in love with somebody. Take a look because usually that's what this is. Did I hear about yes? And guys, please send some positive energies to both Turkey and Syria Okay, there was a huge 7.2, I think, or 7.6 earthquake in Turkey, which is right next door, next to Bulgaria. And please send some positive thoughts. Maybe more and more souls are found under the rebels in there. Okay, so 7.6, 7.7. Thank you for the update. But we also had the earthquake here in Bulgaria. It was only at 3.2, pretty much at the same time. So yes, and it's felt. It is felt in there. So there is a lot of things are going on, but you need to understand that that is earthly matters inside of it. And yeah, now if you guys have some questions about this, I'm ready to take some. A lot of you are within the questions inside of it, but the separation help you to heal the unhealed wounds of the consciousness, because you guys didn't use your consciousness when I separate. You use something else. Your ego's fighting. The fights are won where there is a peace, when the intuition of the male and the female works together, when the authority, which is their son inside of it and them, is working together, when they both warriors, which is Mars, are working together, and so on and so on. That is the shift. That's what it goes on in there. And can you use that ability during the dream state to solve issues? Yes, you can. Actually, you can use that energies of your twin flame from within you to heal inside of you. Okay, but there is something more. There is in your subconsciousness, inside of your mirroring neurons. Guess who is there? The universe, the creator is there. Okay, so the mirrors can lead up. They can lead up inwards, but they can lead up outwards. And that's what when you see twin flame soulmates, divine partners, and so on, guess what? That energies lead up. So, uh, so that's what it is. Raya, I was talking about your childhood with old friends. That's what I'm saying. We could have, but it's very good. This energies inside. So look at it inside. The universe knows how to operate within this. Maybe the universe, if that is not a good energy, they can purge that energies out of your consciousness. They can remove this because it doesn't serve you the purpose. You're always in fight, always in negative, always in the situations inside. Is that the negative that comes from within you, or the negative that comes in with the consciousness from within yourself that you got from them? You need to understand the universe has the power of doing all this, to take it, to put it, to merge it, to whatever it needs to be done. That is the power within the universe because it's created there. And if you're in a good terms with the universe inside of you, with these mirroring neurons, you're going to be, you will understand that most of the mirroring neurons inside of you, they haven't been fired up. That is the path of the unknown. The more you're going within the unknown, the more your mirroring neurons will be fired. The more shining light within the darkness will be, because your subconscious is dark. Those are the unactive portions within your brain. You need to understand the mirroring neurons, they are pretty much as much as the stars there is in the universe from within you. There's probably billions of it in there. And the more you have this, the more you're expanding your capacity. capacity of the way you handle things, and the determination of how you're handling this, it's lying within your psyche, accepting the truth, accepting things that you see, accepting new energies, accepting new informations, verify the things from within yourself. You're living in the future. Most people won't get you. Most people will not gonna understand you. Most people will tell you you're, I don't know, go check yourself out somewhere. You know what I'm talking about. Some of those conversations that we have as a twin flames, and you come into the point, it's like, boy, if they hear us what we're talking about, they're gonna put us straight in the psychiatry. You guys know what I'm talking about. Until you get a psychologist that gets awakened as a twin flame, and they're like, oh, I understand what you guys have. Oh, I understand the value. How did that goes? How about that at apples, right? So yeah. Yes, save me. How do you stop fighting? Both TF and I walked away from each other 8 years ago. Is me seeing my TF in my dreams trying to resolve the issue. Do we have unresolved issues? Yes. If even after 8 years you have not reached inner peace, in there is still unresolved issues. And let me tell you, those unresolved issues, there will be really, they could do two things. One thing, if the energy is not right, it's leading to destruction. You're going to see that energy is within the life, the way the lifestyle is, the way their organization, when their lifestyle, how it is going in, they're organized, they're managing, they're doing all this, and so on. You're going to see this unresolved issues because they're not resolved. They're affecting the situations because the psyche is not at peace inside of it. And yes, the psyche is trying to resolve the issue so you can evolve, you can grow within this issue. Look at the reasons of the separations, what they are. Okay, the reasons of the separations can lead you to understand the reasons, and it's like, oh boy, I can understand all this, and I can understand all that, and then you let it go. Huge of the part of achieving these situations there save me. It is about to look because something was unsolved, and that unsolved problem becomes a conflict, and the conflict leads to separation. And now, since you feel never felt that kind of love with your twin flame, guess what? You don't have a rest. You don't have a peace. You keep dreaming it. You keep dreaming it. And it's coming day after day after. It becomes like a nightmare for you. But when you're using it, the psyche, you look at it from inside. It's like, what could I have been done? What it could have been there. And the only thing that can heal this is the real truth. When the real truth is coming in within, the truth actually adjusting the mirroring neurons, the situations, they lit up and few lights. One it's red, dark red actually. Sometimes in there could be even darkness. That's mean they not operated there. So not seen it situations. Could be a green, light blue. When they're in love, they're a very beautiful pinky color. Okay, they're like a pinky violet, something between the pinky violet to the blue energy, but they're flowing good and great. And when you get illuminated, when you find the truth in situations, they're yellow. Like that's what the gold ray that you see as energy from within yourself in there. And by using it, the mirroring neurons within your psyche, you will resolve the situations. For example, if your twin flame gives you everything and everything, and you were not appreciated, for example, and all of a sudden you wanted something more, you wanted different things, and guess what? He couldn't do it. And now it's like, this is so intense energy, this is so intense relationships, we need to separate. And you just poof, you separate it in there. And I'll look at it within the issues of the separations is actually tells you how can you achieve the peace. Is there is a reasons to coming together or not? The worst thing is there. The lot of the spiritual leaders they talk about the lie, and the problem is when you dealing with the lies within the internal conflict within the mirroring neurons in there. It is like, what should I believe? What I should not believe? Now there is this distorted energies that it's inside of you. You gotta be strong from within you to accept that the person created two different realities and you're having two different realities in their side with your mirroring neurons. And you're like, I don't need this. I want to pray the universe to delete this duality. I don't need it because the duality cannot determine the real truth. I will keep my sight on fire. I'll understand all this, but that is not. That is the personality that give you two different faces, the different energies. So this is like a two different energies. They are within their side, within the copy consciousness. And you're like, you can't deal with someone who is have a two energies at the same time, truth and non-truth. Then you don't know how to operate. So you need to look at the issues of the separations, and because the separations is still it's unresolving something. What is the reason you are not with them? That what the issues that you can fighting inside of it is maybe not accepting fully the connections of what it is, not accepting the love the way it is, not doing any actions and are based out of that love, which is a lot of the twin flames are lacking in there. Because guess what? Most of the twin flames, they have issues. Age, that's the age gap we're talking about. Culture. I am someone. I'm a boss. I'm a this. I have established family. I have established situations. I'm a business. If I separate with my wife, I'm going to lose the half of the business. I'm going to be losing all these situations and so on. I cannot do it. That is an unresolved issue. Okay. They love you and they cannot perform. So here is a two-faced reality inside of it. On the other side, if you look at it, I'm married, I have a kids, I can't be this, I can't be that, and so on and so on. Now complications coming. It's all depending. Save me. What is your story? How did you get ignited within the twin flame, and why you're not with your twin flame? Because if there is no issues, why you're not together? Why not in a union? Why you have the dreams that tells you like, hey, this is was not done, that it was not done. This is why you don't have peace. You guys didn't share the love. You guys didn't experience in the spiritual intimacy. You guys didn't experiencing this. You guys didn't experiencing that. And it could be a fight. I mean, fights like you wanted, they wanted something. Did you guys have the naked talk? That is it when you tell everything. I mean, if you're like in a 50s, you can tell absolutely everything out of your life within the naked talk, which is like can take you years and years and so on. But that's what this is. And what are the issues we are fighting about it? It is a lot. If there was, again, if there is no war, then there is a peace. And then the society is going to begin to accepting more of these situations. Uh, Andrea, hi. Thank you for coming in. Alicia, thank you. Grande, yes, most people will label us as insane. Oh, yeah, we heard that before. We heard that before until it happens to, until the people can awaken and kind of like, oops, I was wrong. Okay, and there is a lot of people who actually they get in awakened, but they have a wrong understanding of all this. Okay, and if they have something within the family and so on and so on, they have a low self-esteem, they have a lower psyche from within them. Now it shows up what it's inside of them as a ego. Their lower self can talk about this. So yeah, it is not like a nightmare to me. It's actually happy moments to dream about him. It's connections. That is the beautiful of this, because when you have the happiest moments with these connections, with the happiest energies within this connection, this thing is gonna be lethal when you're with them, when you give them that inner peace. Can you imagine that whatever you dream about him, when you have that inner peace actually in the reality happens, the dreams come true, the loves come true, the energies come true, the inner peace inside of it, and both brains, body, minds, hearts comes together. That's what union is. You're not stressing anymore. You don't put stress within the connections. But there is something inside of the connections. If there is a fear, if there is secrets, it is the lies, manipulations that turns out, that turns to a sour connections inside the boat. And the dreams can turn to really, these beautiful dreams of love can turn easily into a nightmare for it. So it's all depends. It all depends. I'm giving you the both sides, because the way I have people come to me with the good dreams, mostly I got people coming with the bad dreams, with the nightmares, and I have to help them to understand inside of it there. Tandava healing Simena. Well, too much. Uh, Thank you for coming. Glad that you popping up on a chat. I think that for the first time I see you in a chat here. Hi Dio, it's fun to notice the difference between just a dream and the twin flame communication is different. It's more consciousness. Yes, it is. Actually, there is a lot of difference in there. There is a difference when the dream inside of you is that dream like their presence is right next to you. It's like you're gonna touch them. It's like you feel like, what the heck? Or their energy of the mirror neuron acting with through your hands to your body. You are just, you know, you're like, what I'm doing is this. And all of a sudden it's like, well, they making it like this. And you feel their energy in your hands. You know how awkward that is? So there is a difference between just a dream and the twin flames when that is actually happens. The reason is that mirroring neurons, because the consciousness inside of you from them, it takes over your feelings, your energies, your situations inside. And then that is a more consciousness connection. But a lot of the people are fearing this. A lot of the people don't get this. And it's required a lot of, first of all, it requires self acceptance of this connection. You're not crazy. You're not. You just evolve. And most of the people don't understand that evolution until they don't begin to feel all this. Early on a stage, when I opened this channel, when I came out publicly as a twin flame, that's what was. really, I'll be honest with you guys, really pissed me off. There was no informations about it. And people made a decisions when you explain something to them, they took to manipulations to control this connection. They think that they are more powerful with that. And that is it. You see the ugliness of the ego, the ugliness from the hatred, the ugliness of cultures, religions, so on. All that rise up on the surface. And you see how much immature actually we are and how much mature we can be. What real love is, with the both consciousness merges as one and there is no conflict because everything is on the same page. You are on the same page with your twin flame. That twinning within the consciousness within you, with their twinning with your consciousness within them is on the same page. That's where the telepathy goes on. That's where the this beautiful love is coming in. That's when you're walking on the street, even if they're present next to you, that's even more powerful. But also, if you're without them, you're walking out of the street and everybody's looking at you. Why did this person is so much in love? That's why you are in love with everything inside of you because of these energies. And what is the energy? Is universe. You're connecting within the universe, that's even better. When you put that love, you're twinning the universe. Do you understand twinning the universe within you? What kind of love that is? It's beautiful. But that is a more for advance with the humanity that's gonna go. We know all the secrets. We all know how the, but we gotta evolve because they don't allow us to evolve and using things that we don't understand. We have to learn it. And learning is happening to dreams, to visions, to all that in there. So, yes, it's more consciousness in there. I didn't know we were TF until we walked away. I knew we were connected. I didn't know what it was until I came across the TF community. I thought I was crazy. Most of the people saved me are like this because a lack of communications, lack of understanding, lack of energies. And the sad part is that because of this lack of information, lack of education, in there created a lot of problems in the beginning of people who awakening like you, like the twin flame from within you. And now that energy is inside of you after 8 years, it tells you what the truth is. Now you're finding this twin flame community. Now you're understanding on this path. Now you are going in to these energies inside of you. And somebody doesn't want me to talk about this, or somebody has a hard time talking. Mm. Yes, save me. Maybe that's your energy. Is maybe hard for you to talk about this. Cool, man. Too. Um, um, what do you if twin flame doesn't accept the connections? That means that your twin flame is not fully aware of in there. This is why I recommend that you should tell your twin flame is like, I believe we may be a twin flames. Take a look inside of you, see the truth, because the truth will determine it. For so look inside of you. There could be some unspoken truths about this. Save me, okay? So, but it's good that you are in the twin flame community. It's good that you may be realizing inside of you this beautiful power of awakening from within your soul and so on. Alicia, my throat chakra is blocked, therefore, the thyroid cancer I'm battling against. Hopefully, that's gonna come in, Alicia, because it is about truth. Usually, the thyroid in there, that is a hormone disbalance. Your brain does not produce necessary hormones that they are moving into your body, which is the thyroid controls all this. So looking inside of you, what do you don't express? It could be a something that it's a run within the bloodline. For talking about bloodlines, it's twin flame has to face everything, absolutely everything. And within the bloodlines, there is a lot of situations is there. Even today, grandma saw me at the shopping store and tells me, "Whoa, I got this and this situations. We are worried about this and this." And I'm like, find me on Facebook. We'll take a look. So that's all there is. Universe sends you everything. So I love to dream of him. It's a Venus and Pisces and a 12th house placement, but third is the three dimensions, definitely different story. Somehow negotiations. Yeah, Venus in Pisces is very mysterious in there. Venus and Pisces can act in two different ways. Venus and Pisces, it is the deepest love you can experience in there, the deepest. That is at the end of understanding and value of the love. But also Venus in Pisces can be a very, very manipulative there, manipulating the emotions because you understand how everything gets organized. And now you have the power to understanding the control. I will do this, they will do that, and so on and so on. It all depends of the placements there. And if there is any of this like situations in there, negotiations, as you said the word, have to be negotiations about the truth and nothing but the truth. That the negotiations probably are for. Otherwise, if you make negotiations in the twin flames about love, is nothing but a business deal. You don't do it. I'm not talking about never contact. I told him never to contact me again. He say I'm always here. Oh, Grandy. Oh, yeah. Were you and your ego when you tell him this? Probably that it was. Uh, yeah. I know all them stories. You're not the first one sharing this here. Yeah. Things like this happens. Okay. Disappointments, lack of keeping words, and so on can trigger lower energies. And you actually said something like, you know, never contact me again because it didn't go the way you thought it should. It didn't go away, and so on and so on. So now there is this situations in there still coming out of it you within your mind, like you saw something within. It all depends what you what it was, what the situation is. Also, the twin flame is trigger the distort energies within the personality in there, as the psychology calls them, personality disorders. And if you know the psychology, you understand that all the psychology disorders are lack of maturity. So it's the same thing as a twin flame. Lack of maturity is dealing with the energies. So basically, it's the same thing. The only thing is the one can fix the other. So, yeah, talk about all this. But when you have strong psyche and you have the truth, the both personality disorders and the distort energies, they are operating with one thing, the truth. When you're truthful, when you illuminate it, then there is no conflicts. There is no distort energy. There is no distort personality. You become what you are. You become your true self. So, yeah. By the way, guys, just to give you a heads up, today is the 6th of February, and the 9th, I'm gonna be in the hospital. So, getting another surgery, so I'm gonna be out for a while. So, if you guys need to reach out to me, do it until the 8th, which is in the 2 days. If you guys need me afterwards, when I need it, and so on, if you, some of you need me for consultations, for talk, and so on, and so on, and just guys, so you know. All right, now we have a topic for tomorrow: counteracting and reactions. That is by Tiffany. For I haven't seen Tiffany today. Usually she's coming. Uh, Sasha, I have felt like walking away, but without him is worse than the struggle. Yeah, there's gonna be situations, the missing, the longing, and so on and so on. But if you look inside of it, there is gonna be two cases on this, Sasha. One side is you are gonna be looking inside of you, you're gonna rise about this, and you're gonna heal codependency if there is a codependency in there. It's like I can't do without him. The worst case actually is you develop your masculine energies in you if you're feminine, and taking that connection down. Now you're not going to be happy in life, you're not going to be happy with your family, and things can turn very sour and struggle. So look inside of you what is going on, Sasha. Okay. But walking away from a twin flame connections and so on leads to a lot of situations, soul connections, twin flames, divine partnership, however. Uh, yeah. Um, I haven't seen him in many years, but often felt his presence, also telepathy. Am I crazy? No, you're not. We just explain why you're not. Because the consciousness is still within you. So, Grande, yes, you're not nuts. Okay. Um, Guy, I wish everything will go okay with you, Dios, and your healing energies. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm looking forward for that too, because according to the plastic surgeon, to the doctor, uh, this is supposed to be the last pretty much major intervention. Maybe there's going to be need something, maybe within a year or two, to be intervened in there, but not for the current moments. The reason is to establish this portion here because it's pulling me on my nose and talks and hurts right in here. They're gonna be working in there, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward because I got some lot of stuff going on. A lot of projects in my mind. A lot of things with the universe to do some work. I'm a pumped up, fired up, super excited, and I'm in the inner peace, which is it's kind of like I don't count it as awkward. Actually, I'm taking it more as a guidelines inside. Diamond B, your growth during separations is powerful. It is powerful. That growth, Diamond B, that shows up, that growth during the separations, it is incredible, valuable. It leads to eliminating yourself, eliminating what you are, eliminating what the connections is, sees their reality within themselves, how they act, because they can act from the lower energies, they can put it within their mind, but their soul still have love within them. But their actions are from their lower self. and you're illuminating yourself about this, and it's like, yeah, there could not be a 3D. You're illuminating yourself and you do the right things inside. It is the other case as well. You actually illuminate yourself within the universe about this powerful, powerful love. That is not a dream come true. That is a reality you're living into. And that's what makes Twin Flames actions beautiful. And that's what the powerful separations coming in. Separations has that purpose. Otherwise, if you did everything as supposed to by the original plan of the awakening and everything was great, you were all following the divine guidance, but you didn't. So there is no divine guidance either from the one or from the other individual. There is a separation. And you're right, separations is very powerful, Diamond B. Send you lots of love and healing, dear. Thank you, Grande. I'm praying that your surgery goes well, dear. Beloved Empress, thank you. Actually, thank you, all of you guys. Keeps me in that spirit to get in there again, goes in and there, and finally to go ahead and do the things that I need to do for the community, for us, for the Twin Flames, and so on and so on. Oh, there you go. Hi, Tiffany. Talking about you. And I was missing out. Like, hi, Sonia. Thank you for coming in. So yeah, that's what going on. And man, some of you don't want to talk. I feel like that it's maybe someone who is watching the video and he has a fear to ask a question. Maybe that's what the energy is. Anyway, we gotta keep it going forward, looking at this. But I'm excited. I'm excited that finally we're going forward. We are moving forward. As I stated, even today, people ask me about what's going on, and I told them that why do we expecting a lot of unions in there? You guys, it's gonna be triggered right now with the new moon and Pisces. There's gonna be a huge purge. Okay, it's gonna be a huge purge because the moon, the sun, and Saturn, they're all coming in together, and there's gonna be no aspects. This is one of the intuition, the authority, and the teacher. They're gonna clear the mud. They're gonna clear that part of the consciousness and begin within the mysteries, learning the mysteries. There's gonna be a very beautiful new moon in Pisces. But that's gonna lead for one thing. Venus is gonna begin to move into areas. And Venus is gonna be joined Jupiter, and they both not going to have any aspects in there. When that happens, there is going to be the lovers, because Jupiter and Venus in the charts are the power. They're controlling the love, the growth within the love, and they're not going to care about warrior, intuition, authority, learning, none of that. They're only going to be, we are love and we are together, and that's all that matters. You guys gonna feel those energies. Some of you already feeling those energies. So, uh, what is the chart showing after this moon? There's to look at a specific chart, Sonia. I have to go dig from within because the chart actually for the energies is changing probably like every 10 minutes. And I can't make a gravitational report for every 10 minutes, but depends on what chart you're referring to it. But there will be no, basically that There's going to be no aspect. What I'm saying is there's not going to be anything in particular. That's going to be emptying of the mind, emptying of energies. On your personal, I have to look within your personal. Why just not connect with me on Facebook? Anyway, we still have to discuss things unseen and said. So find me on the Facebook and we can look. I can answer your questions. Not a problem. Not a big deal. You know how it is. And yeah, but mirroring neurons, they have power. And learning how to managing all those energies that affects the mirroring neurons within you. So that's what you have to grow in there, and you have to be having a Tiffany H. You only need a messenger to contact me on the Facebook. You don't have to have a Facebook account, Tiffany. You don't. Only a messenger. You can download the messenger from a phone and put it in your app. You don't have to have an account with Facebook. If you really, you can make up account on the Facebook and create a messenger set like, hey, I'm Tiffany. Okay. So, but usually people who have a challenges we don't have on a Facebook in there. I mean, I'm trying to use a different social medias and so on. That's mean I gotta have a lot of other accounts, or if I use my personal phone with WhatsApp or the other phones apps in there, and it's like I had an issue with my phone. I had to go today and talk to them. It's like, what's going on with my phone? And they forgot to turn it on a button there. Somebody forgot to click in there because I'm going around and I have no internet. I'm like, I paid. So yeah, and I don't use my personal phone unless there is things on the phone. I have Messenger. I use it there. That's what they use it for. But my personal phone, I use it with close to me people who they know, and we either have a work relationships, we work in something within the divine situations, or those are people who are immediate family or friends and so on, like everybody else. I also have friends. I have had close friends and so on. So yeah. All right, guys. If you don't have any more, I hopefully this video actually help you to see the truth within yourself as an evolved human operating, navigating from higher consciousness. This higher consciousness actually comes in with the responsibility how you managing now not only your thinking, not only you're working with the energies, but how you're managing these energies through what? That is it, the mirroring neurons. That's what there is. And you developing yourself this spirituality to change yourself to this responsibility development towards this beautiful new human being you are, because everything new is going to cost you the old, and your ability of letting it go would determine all this. um, so sometimes when you have all those pages it drains you. Yeah, you have to be careful with all those energies, but it's all about it sometimes within the pages. Tiffany, when I'm in the Facebook, I see an energy that I need to send it out there. I see that there is this energy that it's coming in. There is also learning, sharing there. The positive side of the social media It is that you can use it as a tool of development. And there is a lot of people who are using it that exactly for that purpose. There is some people who using that as uh, trying to getting their point across and prove they're right and so on. Yeah. So it all depends of how you're taking in this energy, Stephanie. And I can understand. I know. Been there, done that. Ancina said, thank you, Papa Bear. I love you. Thank you, Ancina said, Papa Bear. That reminds me of one restaurant in Aurora. It's called Papa Bear in Aurora, Illinois. Ancina said, Sweet Diamond B and the baby Divino. Love confirmations we get. Yes, baby. Yeah, I'm wondering about the Blue Swan, so you gotta go ahead and touch base with them. Yeah, love to Sonia. I see it. Love to share my experience in the hopes to help others. My experience is my own. Exactly. All right, guys. Let's wrapping this up today and leaving you with one thing: have the dignity with the truth is actually what leads to higher level of evolutions from what you. And the truth is, you're operating with the mirroring neurons. The more you're accepting this, the more you're navigating from within this, is going to be lead you to the more even universal truths inside of you. That is going to open up your subconscious. You're shining the light within the darkness, but you don't know what you're going to find into the darkness. Can you imagine within the darkness, you're finding Atlantis from within you? You're finding a different culture, highly developed universal culture from within you. You may find inventions that the earth needs. You may find a beautiful, beautiful new ways of you to be a divine human being. You discover new powers inside of you. You don't know. You are afraid of the unknown. Don't be afraid of the unknown. Be afraid of not understanding yourself, limiting yourself, self-sabotaging yourself, being fear within yourself. That's what you need to be afraid of. Build your own self-courage. There is nothing wrong with that to be having fears and so on. But be truthful, okay? The truth is the right path from within. And that's what I'm leaving you guys. Much love to you. Love you all. And Tiffany, thank you for that. Hit that like button for it. Yeah, I mean, all this is going to be leading to a whole new society. All new society. Because if you understand the value of the peace, and you look at it right now, the damage of the wars that be happened through all the years of existence here, you will understand. Stop the wars from within. But that begins first within you, then it's going to be transferred to begin with the society. Society will going to create laws. They're going to feel the need for those laws, and that law is going to be changed within the humanity, and that's how the earth is going to be changed. Then it's going to have what? Paradise on earth? Hopefully. Hopefully. And that's what the love is. All right, guys. Love you so much. Let's share the love and the light. And I'll see you tomorrow here. All right, guys. Love you so much. Be love, guys.